you're going to need to grab a cup of tea for this one because we are talking about money.
Smobby!
Dream day got me on.
Starzy.
Oh, white family music. I'm going back to where I belong. You're the reason why I'm singing this song. Boy, I did you no wrong, but you broke my heart.
Hi guys, we're Team Apple. I'm Yaba and we are Ghana bound. I wanted to talk to you today about money. The number one thing we were worried about is how much we needed to move over, like flights, etc., and how much we needed to sustain a lifestyle with 2 small children, not just to survive, but to actually thrive. Before we moved over, we had to get our finances in check. If you remember, I mentioned in my Paradise video about our mental health, and being in debt was actually affecting us. So we decided to grab it with both hands and say, look, we have to sit down, talk about the position we are actually in. We sat down, step 1, and listed down all our issues, all our debts, and all our concerns around that. That meant we had to be very honest with ourselves because we had to dig into everything, credit cards, bank debts, loans, everything, and say, we want this to be no more. How do we actually start the process off? One of the people that really helped me, a really close person in my life, was on the Dave Ramsey system, the 7 steps to get out of debt. So we were in a, I won't say desperate position, but we knew that we could not carry on how we were, especially if we wanted to have a good life in Ghana. So we took on the advice and we took on the Dave Ramsey system and we started on that journey. I'm not going to go too deep and delve into Dave Ramsey and him personally or his system. Check it out if you want to, if you're interested or if you want to get out of debt. Step 1 was building up a £1,000 emergency fund. So that meant if anything, unusual or last minute happened, like a broken fridge, a broken car, we had £1,000 there to dig into while we were working through our debt. Second step was to list out every single debt that we were in. So we listed them out, smallest number to the largest number, and then paying off the smallest one meant that any monthly payments that went into that got rolled over to the next payment. And then once that got paid off, it rolled over to the next big payment, etc. So you can imagine those monthly payments started to add up and build up to go towards the bigger numbers. This is really it is a very satisfying process because you do work hard, but it does pay off pretty quickly. What you then need to do is add some money onto what your regular income is anyway. So you have to sell as much as you can and also reduce your outgoings. That's what got us into the problem in the first place. We needed to increase our income and decrease our expenditure. So we sat down and we looked at everything we had that we could sell. I was on it with that. I was in some kind of selling frenzy and I was this close to selling our own children. Literally, I had my eye on the prize. So everything we sold went towards that debt. It went towards that debt. We threw the money at the debt. And our prize was that we could come to Ghana in a much better financial situation than we were in the UK. As you guys know, we were already in a not a great situation, having a mortgage and paying a rent in the last few months of us being in the UK. So that took its toll a little bit, but we were still on a mission. So the next step is to save a 3 to 6 month emergency fund. So that's different to the first one. This one is just in case you, God forbid, lose your job, COVID happens, like situations like that, and your income gets affected, or you're moving country and you are not working for the first couple of months. You then have 3 months of what you would have normally, like 3 months of your expenses. So let's say, this is a very random number. Let's say your usual expenses are £3,000 a month. You then save up £3,000 a month, 6 months worth. So that's what, £18,000 to make sure that you can survive and cover your expenses for 6 months. At this point, what we did was, because we knew our expenses would change moving to Ghana, we sat down and guesstimated how much we would need to survive and thrive in Ghana. So we listed things like water bill, electric, transport, school fees. We listed everything that we wanted for our Ghana life, and then we did some research and listed out how much that would come a total to in pounds and Ghana cedis, so that we can see if we're going to keep an English income, and also if we're having a Ghanaian income, making sure that it would cover that number. We then had to multiply that number by 6, so that living in Ghana for 6 months, if we had no income, we would still be okay. Now, this stage was an interesting one, because I'm not saying you have to wait to get that number together before you move to Ghana, because guys, we just upped and left. We were like, we are ready. Like, there's not even ready. We just want to get our lives moving forward with Ghana. But it doesn't mean that we're not still in the process to try and develop that. One thing we did, we wanted like everyone else to know that magic number. How much do I need to move to Ghana? You know, that thumbnail on YouTube. This is how much money you're going to need to successfully move to Ghana. There is no such thing as that number. What you need to do is make sure you know what you need to cover your life and your children's lives, and that you're going to be happy and healthy. So that number that we wrote down was very, very personal to us, and the number you're going to write down is going to be very personal to you. But building up that emergency fund means that you've got extra security, because God forbid, again, COVID has come, it's affected a lot of us, and we're hoping it's coming to an end in terms of the financial side of things. But you just don't know. So cover yourselves and prepare yourselves just for that. Being in a different country also means that it may take you time to build up a business if that's what you're going to do, or to find a job if you're coming here to find work as well. Let's say you've paid off your debt, you've built up your 6-month emergency fund. The income that's coming in then goes towards your retirement fund, and then after that towards your children's college or university fees. Also, for those of you who are business minded or who don't have children, you can also make that part of your building capital. So if you want to build up, capital to do business here, to buy land, to build a house, whatever it is you want to do, that money can then flow into that. And remember, throughout this whole thing, you are out of debt. The next step is then to pay off your home early, to get out of the slavery that is a mortgage. And then finally, the best step is to build wealth and give. That is a blessed stage to be at. If you're already in that phase where you are out of debt, you're building wealth, and you're giving freely out of that place, then kudos to you. Oh my gosh, that is goals. So with all of that being said, just a note, Ghana is very much a cash society. I know I've talked about Momo and things like that as well, but it is very much cash. The money you have in your hands is what you use. And the people here have told me that so many times, that the money they make that day is the money they eat off that day. So when you come here, it clears your mind knowing that, you know what, I've come out of debt, the cash is in my hands, and I'm in a strong position to live a good life here in Ghana. Some of you may be business minded, some of you may not. But one massive tip I would give you is to develop multiple streams of income. If you have already started that, amazing. Having one job is not a very secure place to be right now. And we all know that. I mean, how many of us have been affected already with COVID? It's been pretty devastating for a lot of people. So having multiple streams means that you have got extra security. Also in Ghana, listen, everyone here has got some kind of side hustle going on. You're not going to meet one person who hasn't got another business. Like a baker might be a shoemaker on the side as well. I've seen so many different types and different variations of businesses here. So that's another tip I would give you. Try and do it online. So if you have an idea to do with social media management, if you want to sell things online, start an Etsy, sell on eBay. There are so many different ideas of things you can do online that will allow you to work around the world. So if you're in Ghana, you can actually do things internationally and earn pounds, earn dollars, earn euros, and then live that life with Ghana cedis as well. So try and develop multiple streams. Also, if you've got any ideas, please comment below. I mean, this is like everything else. It is a discussion. I'm not a financial advisor. I should have said this at the beginning. I'm not, waving a flag. You must Dave Ramsey, nothing like that. I'm simply a woman who has moved to Ghana with her family and has come here to thrive. And I want to advise you guys on how you might be able to do the same as well. So I'm really looking forward to seeing your comments. We read every single one of your comments. We love the discussion. We love the family that we're building, and we're very grateful that you guys take time to talk with us. So see you in the next comments, guys. Please don't forget to like it if you like it, comment and subscribe. We are this close to having our first 1,000 subscribers. So if you know anybody, if you know 20 people, 100 people, please get them to subscribe in 3, 2, 1. Woo! Thank you. Welcome to the family, and see you in the next one. Bye.